Ah, there you are, my fine companions. Welcome back to our little rendezvous here at Manipulation Mindscape. It's always a pleasure to meet with you again. I hope life's treating you like royalty. Now, before we dive into the mysterious realms of the mind, I've got a little favor to ask. You know the usual, hit that like button, subscribe to join our merry band of thinkers, and don't forget to gently tap that bell icon. It's like unlocking a secret passage to more intriguing content. Now, have you ever found yourself in the company of some interesting characters? You know, those folks who seem all sunshine and rainbows on the surface. We've all been there, rubbing shoulders with some. Let's call them curious individuals. But hold on to your hats, my friends, because beneath those seemingly innocent exteriors, there might be shadows dancing, secrets lurking. It's like peeling back the layers of a carnival tent. You never quite know what you'll find behind the curtain. Today, we're stepping into the shadows, taking a stroll through the carnival of the mind, exploring the telltale signs of those who might be playing a game of shadows themselves. No need for fancy labels. Let's just call them some people for now. Intriguing, right? Before we unravel these mysteries, don't forget to hit that subscribe button and ring the bell. Trust me, you wouldn't want to miss out on the mind-bending content we're about to unfold. Now, a little heads up, my friends, this journey we're embarking on is for pure entertainment and information. It's like a mental roller coaster, but please remember, I'm not your friendly neighborhood therapist. If you find yourself tangled in these situations and need advice, it's wise to seek the wisdom of the real-life heroes, the medical professionals. They've got the capes and the expertise. Now, let's jump into this intriguing ride together. Oh, the game of shadows, my friends. Buckle up as we navigate the twists and turns of the human psyche. Take a stroll through the carnival of the mind with me, won't you? It's bound to be an intriguing ride. Now, let's embark on this journey together. Part 1, the charismatic facade. Hey, savvy pals. Ever met someone who's like a social wizard? You know, the kind who can make chatting with a wall sound like the coolest thing ever. Imagine that friend who's always the talk of the town, stories flowing like lemonade on a hot day. Sound familiar? Well, behind that charm, there's more going on. It's like they have a backstage pass to our feelings, and who knows what's happening behind the curtain. Our charm, it's like a magnet pulling you in. This person makes you feel like the superstar of the chat. But wait, not every charmer is throwing a party. Sometimes, that magnetic charm hides a shadow or two. Hang tight, eagle-eyed friends. Today's talk isn't just about charm, it's about being a bit of a detective. Not every smooth talker is a puppet master, but keep those eyes peeled. This isn't the grand finale. There's more to uncover in this mental adventure. Stick around, because we're just getting started. Part 2, Mastery of Persuasion. All right, clever minds, let's talk about this persuasion thing. It's like convincing your buddies to go with your pizza choice without them realizing it. You're deciding on a movie night, right? You suggest your pick, give a couple of reasons, and boom, everyone's on board. That's persuasion, making others think they made the decision when you were pulling the strings. Now, imagine someone at work wanted a day off. Instead of just asking, they talked about needing a break and shared some office stories about burnout. The boss not only agreed but also tossed in a bonus day off. That's persuasion at work. Here's the thing, when you mix persuasion with charm, it's like a secret combo move. Picture someone smoothly talking you into things that might not be in your best interest. That's the red flag. When charm and persuasion team up, it could be a crafty move to lead you down a path you didn't sign up for. Keep those radar ears on, my friends. Persuasion, when paired with charm, is a sneaky duo. We've just peeled back a layer, and the plot thickens. Stay tuned because the story of manipulation keeps unfolding in our mental adventure. Part 3, Emotional Intelligence as a Tool. All right, my clever crew, let's get into the nitty-gritty of our mental chess game. The second sign, emotional intelligence. Now, what in the world is emotional intelligence, you wonder? Well, think of it as the ninja-level skill of understanding and using emotions like a maestro. So imagine you're at a party and a friend seems off. Without them saying a word, you can feel something's up. That's emotional intelligence, being a social Sherlock, picking up on the vibes without needing a magnifying glass. Now, let me weave a tale about emotional intelligence in action. There's this person, no names, just someone with a super sensitive emotional radar. Picture a scenario where a friend, let's call them Buddy A, was feeling low. Our emotional ninja, let's call them empathy expert, swoops in offering a listening ear and a shoulder to lean on. Buddy opens up, and before you know it, empathy expert subtly guides the conversation towards their own advantage, all while wearing the mask of a supportive friend. Now, here's where the plot thickens. Manipulators, those tricky devils, can exploit this heightened empathy. Imagine someone understanding your emotions so well that they can use them like chess pieces on a board. It's like having a backstage pass to your feelings. Empathy becomes a tool for manipulation when someone uses it to steer situations and people to their own advantage. Keep those thinking caps on, my friends. Emotional intelligence is a double-edged sword, a powerful tool that, in the wrong hands, can become a sly maneuver in the grand scheme of manipulation. We're just scratching the surface, so stick around because there's more to unfold in our mental journey. Part 4, Gaslighting and its Subtle Tactics. All right, my savvy thinkers, let's delve into the murky waters of our mental chessboard. The third sign, gaslighting. Now, what in the world is gaslighting, you ponder? Well, it's like the Houdini act of manipulation, making reality disappear before your very eyes. So picture this. You're sure you left your keys on the kitchen counter, but suddenly, they're nowhere to be found. Gaslighting is when someone, let's call them the reality bender, convinces you that you never had keys in the first place. It's a psychological sleight of hand, making you question your own sanity. Now, let me spin a tale about gaslighting in action. Imagine you're in a relationship, and your partner, let's call them partner A, starts subtly questioning your memory. Are you sure you said that? I don't remember it that way. Slowly but surely, you begin doubting your own recollections, feeling like you're in a fog. The reality bender uses this confusion to subtly control the narrative, leaving you second-guessing your every thought. Here's where it gets dicey. Gaslighting is like a psychological game of Jenga, pulling out pieces of your reality until everything feels wobbly. They aim to make you doubt yourself, question your own memory, and eventually rely on the manipulator's version of events. It's a bit like having your mental rug pulled out from under you. Keep those mental shields up, my friends. Gaslighting is the master illusionist's trick, making you doubt what you know to be true. We're uncovering the layers, so stick around because there's more intrigue to unfold in our mental journey. Now, hold your horses, my awesome gang. If you're vibing with this mind-bending exploration, let's spice things up a bit. Show some love by giving that like button a high five. It's like our secret handshake. And hey, if you're not officially part of our cool club, hit subscribe and become an honorary member of the Manipulation Mindscape. But wait, the fun doesn't stop there. Spread the joy, share this video with your partner in crime, your partner in laughter, or anyone who needs a mental roller coaster ride. Let's build a tribe of wit and wisdom together. All right, enough of my chit-chat, back to unraveling the mystery of manipulation. Part 5, Selective Truth-Telling. All right, my shrewd thinkers, let's dissect the fourth act of our mental theater, the art of selective truth-telling. Now, what's this selective truth-telling business, you ask? Well, think of it as storytelling with a twist, revealing only the parts that paint a specific picture. Imagine you're telling a friend about a camping trip. You mention the breathtaking view, the camaraderie, but conveniently forget to mention the surprise thunderstorm that turned your tent into a water park. That, my friends, is selective truth-telling, choosing which parts of the story to share to create a certain narrative. Now, let's dive into a scenario where selective truth-telling takes the stage. Picture a workplace where a colleague, let's call them colleague A, is eyeing a promotion. In a casual chat with the boss, colleague E emphasizes their dedication, hard work, and successful projects, but mysteriously leaves out the times they rode on the coattails of others' efforts. By carefully curating the truth, colleague A crafts a narrative that shines a spotlight on their achievements while conveniently obscuring any less impressive details. Here's the twist. Manipulators use selective truth-telling like a painter uses strokes on a canvas. They strategically omit certain details, crafting a version of events that suits their agenda. It's like serving a gourmet dish but leaving out the secret ingredient. By controlling what information gets revealed, they mold perceptions and steer the narrative in their favor. Keep those mental magnifying glasses handy, my friends. Selective truth-telling is the storyteller's craft, revealing only what serves the purpose at hand. We're pulling back the curtain, so stay tuned because there's more manipulation unraveling in our mental escapade. Part 6, Mastery of Body Language. All right, my observant comrades, let's unravel the next layer of our psychological puzzle, the fifth sign, the mastery of body language. Now, what in the world is this mastery of body language, you wonder? Well, think of it as the silent dance of manipulation, where every move tells a story. Imagine you're at a party, and without a single word, a friend signals you to join in on a secret plan. That's the mastery of body language, the art of communicating without uttering a syllable, like a secret code only the manipulator understands. Now, let's paint a picture of how body language can be the puppeteer's strings. Picture a negotiation where one person, let's call them negotiator A, leans in slightly, maintains unwavering eye contact, and mirrors the gestures of their counterpart. These subtle moves create an illusion of trust and agreement, all while negotiator A subtly steers the conversation to their advantage. Here's the kicker. Being aware of these nonverbal cues is like having a cheat code in the game of manipulation. Picture someone who, during a disagreement, suddenly adopts an open and welcoming posture. It's like waving a white flag, signaling a desire for harmony, while their words might tell a different story. Being alert to these silent signals helps you see through the smoke and mirrors, understanding the true intentions behind the performance. Keep those detective hats on, my friends. Mastery of body language is the manipulator's secret language. We're peeling back the layers, so stay tuned because there's more manipulation to decode in our mental expedition. Part 7. Playing the victim card. All right, my perceptive pals, it's time to unravel the sixth act in our mental drama, playing the victim card. Now, what's this playing the victim business, you ask? Well, it's like a well-rehearsed monologue where someone takes center stage, casting themselves as the tragic hero in their own story. Imagine you're in a group project, And someone, let's call them Player A, consistently laments about the challenges they face, painting themselves as the ultimate underdog. That, my friends, is playing the victim, turning every situation into a sympathy-seeking performance. Now, let's dive into a relatable story of playing the victim. Picture a friend, Player B, who always seems to be caught in a web of misfortune. Every setback, no matter how small, becomes a grand tragedy. Late for a meeting. Blame it on the cosmic forces conspiring against them. By consistently playing the victim, Player B manipulates the emotions of those around them, garnering sympathy and support. Here's the twist. Playing the victim is like emotional puppetry. Imagine someone who, during a disagreement, suddenly shifts the narrative, framing themselves as the wounded party. It's a tactic to evoke empathy, gain support, and deflect accountability. By casting themselves as the perpetual underdog, manipulators use this role to control the emotional tone of the situation. Keep those empathy radars on, my friends. Playing the victim card is the manipulator's favorite trick. In the book, we're peeling back the layers, so stay tuned because there's more manipulation to unfold in our mental escapade. Part 8, Isolation Tactics. All right, my astute companions, let's dive into the penultimate act of our mental theater, the seventh sign, isolation of targets. Now, what's this? Isolation business, you wonder. It's like the manipulator's backstage pass, where they carefully arrange the set to control the narrative. Imagine a friend, let's call them social architect, who gradually pulls someone away from the group. That, my friends, is the isolation of targets, a strategic move to create a puppet on strings away from the influence and support of others. Picture this. A tight-knit group of friends where everyone gets along famously. Enter social architect, who subtly starts sowing seeds of doubt about one member, encouraging whispers behind their back. Slowly but surely, that person finds themselves on the outskirts, isolated from the camaraderie. What was once a united front becomes a fractured landscape, and social architect now has a puppet with fewer strings attached. Here's where it gets intricate. Isolation isn't just about physically separating people. It's about manipulating relationships and perceptions. Imagine someone who, due to isolation, becomes more dependent on the manipulator for support and guidance. It's like being the captain of a ship with fewer crewmates to challenge your course. The manipulator gains control, pulling the strings with minimal interference. Keep those social radars sharp, my friends. Isolation tactics are the manipulator's backstage maneuver, orchestrating relationships to dance to their tune. We're uncovering the layers, so stick around because there's more manipulation to unfold in our mental expedition. Part 9, Meticulous Planning. All right, my strategic thinkers, let's unravel the grand finale of our mental spectacle, the eighth sign, meticulous planning. What in the world is this meticulous planning, you ask? Well, it's like the manipulator is the puppeteer, pulling strings, with a well-thought-out script. Imagine a friend, let's call them the puppet master, who plans every move like a chess grandmaster. That, my friends, is meticulous planning, a calculated approach to every interaction, like pieces on a chessboard. Picture this, a workplace where a colleague, the puppet master, is eyeing the coveted promotion. Every interaction, every conversation is meticulously planned. They praise others in public, ensuring allies, while discreetly planting seeds of doubt about competitors. They've anticipated reactions, prepared counter-moves, and orchestrated a narrative that positions them as the undeniable choice for the promotion. Here's where the plot thickens. Meticulous planning isn't just about making to-do lists. It's about understanding human dynamics like a scientist in a lab. Imagine someone who, due to meticulous planning, can predict how each person will react to a situation. They control narratives by being steps ahead, creating a reality that suits their objectives. It's like being in a play where every actor is following a script, and the puppet master is the playwright. Keep those mental gears turning, my friends. Meticulous planning is the manipulator's final stroke, the grand symphony where every note is orchestrated. We're reaching the climax, so stay tuned because there's more manipulation to unravel in our mental saga. Part 10, Sense of Entitlement. All right, my perceptive pals, we've reached the grand finale, the 9th sign, the sense of entitlement. What's this sense of entitlement, you ask? Well, it's like the manipulator wearing a crown, expecting the world to bow to their desires. Imagine a friend, let's call them the royal demander, who believes the world owes them everything on a silver platter. That, my friends, is the sense of entitlement, a belief that they're the king or queen of the universe. Picture this, a group project where everyone contributes, but the royal demander insists their ideas should take precedence. They're quick to criticize, slow to praise, and always expect special treatment. This entitled behavior isn't just arrogance, it's a manipulative tactic to position themselves as the center of attention and control. Here's where it gets tricky. A sense of entitlement isn't just an annoying quirk. It's a manipulative tool. Imagine someone who, due to their entitled mindset, feels justified in exploiting others. They might expect unwavering loyalty, use emotional guilt trips to get what they want, or belittle others to maintain their perceived superiority. It's like having a VIP pass to everyone else's efforts, all while contributing the bare minimum. Keep those critical lenses on, my friends. A sense of entitlement is the manipulator's crown, a tool to exploit others for personal gain. We've unraveled the layers, so stay tuned because there's more manipulation to unveil in our grand mental journey. Part 11. Trust your instincts. All right, my sharp-minded companions, here we are at the grand epilogue, the 10th sign. Trust your instincts. What does it mean to trust your instincts, you wonder? Well, it's like having a built-in compass, a gut feeling that whispers, hey, something's not quite right. Imagine you're walking down a dimly lit alley, and suddenly your gut sends out warning signals, that uneasy feeling, the hairs on the back of your neck standing up. That, my friends, is trusting your instincts, listening to that inner voice that has been honed by eons of evolution. Now, let me tell you, trusting your instincts is not a party trick, it's your superpower. It's that little nudge in your chest that says, maybe I should rethink this. Whether it's meeting new people, making decisions, or navigating tricky situations, your instincts are like a trusty sidekick, always looking out for your well-being. Here's the deal, my clever comrades, I want to hear from you. In the comments, share your experiences of a time when your instincts guided you. Was it a decision that turned out better than expected? Or maybe a situation where that gut feeling saved the day? Let's create a space where we can all learn from each other's instincts. Well, my cunning comrades, we've navigated the twists and turns of the manipulator's playbook, uncovering the 10 signs of a master manipulator. From the charismatic facade to the meticulous planning, we've exposed the subtle art of manipulation. But here's the deal, stay vigilant, stay sharp. Trust your instincts like the superhero sidekick they are. Whether it's the sense of entitlement, playing the victim card, or isolation tactics, your gut feeling is your ultimate shield. Remember, awareness is the key to protecting yourself from the puppeteer's strings. Share your stories in the comments. because your experiences might be the beacon of wisdom someone else needs. And there you have it, my sly companions, the 10 signs of a master manipulator laid bare. From charming facades to meticulous planning, we've uncovered the tricks of the trade. But don't you worry, because you're armed with knowledge. Now it's your turn. In the comments below, unleash your creativity. Write something weird, funny, or downright mysterious. I'll pick a few of the most intriguing ones, and in our next adventure, I'll give them life in my trickster voice. So hit the keyboard like a maestro conducting chaos. Like, subscribe, join our mischievous community, and don't forget to ring that notification bell to be the first in line for our next journey into the realm of the unexpected. Until then, my tricky compadres, stay clever, stay curious, and I'll catch you in the next one.